Warning comes before destruction. Y'all, that's a true saying. It don't get no more real. Warning comes before destruction. There have been so many times in my life that things are about to happen and I get warnings from God letting me know something is about to happen and I ignore them. I think to myself, maybe I'm thinking too much, maybe no. And it's not specific. Some of the times it's not specific. Some of the times it is specific. But warning does come before destruction. Sometimes a person can prophesy to you. Sometimes you can get a feeling in your spirit. And sometimes you can even have dreams before destruction comes. Warning comes before destruction. Let me tell you something. In my last video, I shared that my son's father was unalived before I had him. Well, right before he passed away, I had a dream that he was deceased. I was looking at him just as plain as day. He was laying there and he was gone. I woke up and I said to him, I woke him up actually when I woke up. I said to him, I had a dream that something happened to you. And he brushed it off. He was like, nah, I ain't gonna let nothing happen to me. You don't have to worry about that, whatever. Maybe a day or two later, it actually happened. And the same way I saw him in that dream, right after it happened, I saw him the exact same way. Warning comes before destruction. Listen to the warning. Do not allow the warning to go over your head. Even with your body, sometimes you can get a bad headache and that headache might last maybe 2-3 days. That's a warning. Your body is talking to you. Something is going on and you need to check it out. There might be days you may even have low energy. That's a warning. And especially if it goes on for a long time, that is a warning. Warning comes before destruction. That is a true saying. Warning comes before destruction. Now, how it's going to come, I can't tell you that. But you're going to have to be receptive. And you're going to have to be able to pay attention to your surroundings, to your dreams, to what people tell you, to the way people are acting, to your body, to your spirit. Your inner spirit will tell you a lot of things before they happen. Warning comes before destruction. I remember when my best friend, he passed away. That Christmas, before he passed away, he sent me a picture. And I was sitting there with my mom. And when I saw the picture, I showed it to her. And when I put the phone down, we laughed about it and everything because it was a cute little, funny little picture. We laughed about it. And something came over me. And I said to my mother, I said, it's about to be a shift. But I did not know what that shift was going to be. Had I sat and thought about it and got in my quiet place, God might have been able to reveal a little more to me. Probably not specific, but I would have been able to know that there will be some heartache coming my way. Well, that weekend, I saw him. He came to my house that Saturday to drop my son off. We had a great conversation. We talked. He told me he loved me 3 times. He left. That was on a Saturday. By that Monday, he was gone. It's almost like he even felt it in his spirit. And the thing about it was, when he drove away, it's like something in me said, what if this the last time you're going to see him? But I brushed it off. I just brushed it off. Now, mind you, he was losing weight here and there, and I was wondering, what was going on. What I thought it was something totally different. But it was a warning that I ignored, because in my wildest dreams did I think that something would happen to him. And it did. Warning comes before destruction. Keep your eyes open. Keep your ears open. Keep your mouth shut and just listen. When you have dreams, write them down. When you have thoughts, write them down. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of times, if it truly comes from God, if you got a feeling or a thought that truly comes from God, that thought is not going to leave you. You're going to have some type of connection. You're going to have some type, it's not going to leave you. It's going to always egg at you. It's going to come back. Even if it goes away, it's going to come back. It's going to fester. Now, if the thought and the feeling is within yourself, you probably will forget about it. But if that thought or that feeling is from God, it's coming back. You're going to think about it here and there. It's going to come back. God might be telling you to take care of this, handle that, go to the doctor. You might brush it off. It's coming back. That feeling is going to come back because it is a warning. And warning comes before destruction. That's just like a bad storm. Before a bad storm, the clouds, they start getting dark. The sky is looking horrible. So what you do, you see the storm is coming. You realize, we about to get some really bad weather. Even if you don't see it on the news, you can look outside and tell something is about to happen. So let me get in my car and go home and make it somewhere safe before the storm comes. Prime example. Before destruction comes, you will get a warning most of the time. Especially if it's going to directly affect you. If the destruction is going to directly affect you, your warning will come. So, with that being said, my advice to you is to get in tune with God. Get close to the Most High. Get your relationship right with God. Therefore, you are open enough that God can speak to you. He can lead you. He can guide you. In my last few videos, I've been talking a lot about God. And a lot of that is because I know within myself that anytime I have not consulted with God or ignored his warnings or just did my own thing and thought I knew it all and, did not pray about it, I ended up in a mess. I ended up in a mess. And the crazy part is, once I got in that mess, then I wanted to go and plead out to God and ask God to help me. When really and truly, had I already consulted with God with the decision that I was about to make first, it would have saved me a lot of heartache. I'm sure that has happened to you as well. My advice to you, and as well as myself, we got to get closer to God. I'm going to say this, none of us are perfect. We strive to do better every day because we are not perfect. That's just not the way we were built. We just not perfect. But I will say, getting closer to God will get you through your journey a whole lot easier. Getting closer to God will keep you in your journey a whole lot clearer. Get close to God. Get to the point where you can tap into your inner spirit. That way, before things happen, you will get your warning. Before things happen, especially if it's going to directly affect you, it's not that you will be ready or aware or you know what's about to happen, because a lot of times it's just not going to be possible. But at least you will be equipped to go through whatever it is that is in your path. Whatever destruction comes, be equipped and have everything you need so that once you get in that position, you will go through it and not stay stuck in it. Warning comes before destruction. Tap into your spirit, man. Tap into your inner spirit. Tap into who you truly are and who God has created you to be. Get closer to him. Talk to God. Talk to God, because in your heart, he will speak to you. He will speak to you. God did not put us out here to leave us. He is here to lead and guide us. And a lot of times, our conscience will lead us and guide us too. Our conscience comes from him. It is the spirit within. Therefore, all I can tell you is get closer to God. Some people call him the supreme being. Some people call him Jehovah. Some people call him the Most High. Whatever you call him, get close to him. Get your relationship right with God. Like I say, we're not perfect. Lord knows I ain't perfect. I'm not perfect by a long shot, but I keep God first. I do my best to keep God first. And my advice to you is do the same. Just do the same, because through God, with God, and as long as you got him, warning will come before destruction. So that's all I got. Ain't got no more. That was just on my heart. And I'm going to tell y'all have a blessed day. Bye.